Hi, I'm Mr. Bacon, and we take the most stressed providers in one of the most honorable professions and help them transform into mentally and emotionally grounded characters. Do you have the guts to take Mr. Bacon's advice? Hi, welcome back to the neighborhood. We're excited to introduce today a new series that we're doing on building a better you. We're going to be talking about topics like how to talk to your spouse, how to talk to your kids, professional development, how to handle the bad call when we know that they're going to come, and many others. Today's topic, though, we're going to talk about why did you get into public safety? And as I think about that question, why I got in, I was a safety coordinator at a large retail company, and part of my job was managing the in-house first aid team. And I thought, wow, this is pretty cool. Well, some of those folks were EMTs as well that were volunteered with a local first aid squad. And when they went out on a call, they invited me out just as a rider, and that's all it took. I remember my first call. It was a person fell down on the ice, had them. This was back when we put people on backboards, and it was a slow ride into the hospital, but that's all it took. I was bit, and that was nigh on to 28, 29 years ago. So what I'd like to do now, I've got a couple of friends that would like to tell you why they got into public safety.
Why did I get into EMS? The restaurant that I worked for at the time gave free breakfast to all EMS and fire personnel. And I also wanted free breakfast, and I couldn't have it, so I became an EMT.
Well, why do you stay in EMS then?
While I no longer get free breakfast, this is probably the very most rewarding job I could possibly find in healthcare. Also, I get to nap sometimes.
So why did I get into EMS? Because I like taking care of people in their hour of need when somebody needs to be there for them.
And why do you stay in EMS? I believe you've been in it for quite a while. Why do you stay in?
I've been in it for a little while. I stay in it because I enjoy taking care of patients, and I enjoy the autonomy of being able to make decisions for the best of my patient pretty much on my own.
Why did I get into EMS? The reason I took my EMT class back in 1993 was to get my wilderness EMT, to give myself a leg up into getting a Park Service or Bureau of Land Management job.
And why do you stay in EMS?
I stay in EMS because I found out I really like taking care of patients. And even though I don't get to do it as much as I used to, I still take every opportunity I can to be out in the field and talking to people and taking care of people.
Why did I get into EMS? I come from a long line of public service people, and I like to drive fast with blinky lights. Why do I stay? Because the moments that I have with people that I actually make a difference through are important to me, and it makes me feel like I'm doing the right thing.
Why did I get into EMS? I was a firefighter for 5 years prior to me going to EMT school, and I figured I could make a little bigger difference in the firefighter world if I was able to go to all calls and make a difference. Why I stay in EMS after 30 years? Well, that's a struggle. But I know that all day, every day, there's at least one call or more that I can make a difference on. And to me, that's way, way worth it.
Why did I get into dispatching? I think I like to organize the flow of the company, and I enjoy making sure everything is in the right line.
And why do you stay?
I stay because I enjoy doing it. I enjoy the people in here. I enjoy the organizational pattern of it.
I got into dispatching because it was a different thought process. I enjoy the ability to assist the company in multiple angles. This is getting things ready, lining the trucks up, and being part of the overall atmosphere of the company.
And why do you stay?
It's a comforting position, helping the company grow. It's very rewarding to see this. aiding my fellow employees, being able to come up with the answers that they're looking for, or be able to guide them in the direction they need to go in.
So, John, I know you're a paramedic, but you're also a firefighter. Why did you get into firefighting?
Well, it's part of a family biz, I guess you can say. My father was a firefighter. His father was a firefighter. I joined because my dad wanted me to do something productive in my teen years, so I started out as a junior firefighter, and now I just never left.
And why do you stay?
I really enjoy the camaraderie, the brotherhood of being a part of a fire department, and the being able to help my community.
So, as we listen to why they got into public safety, and I'd like you to think about why you did. Whether it's fire, EMS, law enforcement, nursing, doctors, it doesn't make any difference. Why you got into the profession that you're in. And remember the excitement that you had when you made that decision, and as you were going through school, and your first call, the first time that you went out, the first time you put your uniform on, or first time you jumped into the engine of the ambulance, or hearing the tones go off for the first time and feel your heart jump up into your throat, and the excitement and the adrenaline rush. We need to hang on to that. We need to remember why we started doing what we have been doing for a long time, or maybe you're just getting started in it. I want you to remember that and hang on to it and apply it to today. Think of all the calls that you've been on, all the patients that you've seen, and the impact that you have had on them and that they have had on us. But the positive change that you have made in so many people's lives. And it's important that we remember that, because it's easy to get bored. It's easy to get stressed out. It's easy to say, I don't matter anymore, or why am I doing what I'm doing? Remembering why you started, and that initial passion, and the desire to go out there and make a difference in the world, you can recapture that. You can grasp that from yesteryear and apply it to even today. And that will get you to wake up tomorrow morning and want to go out for another shift, want to jump into that car, want to jump into that engine and go to the next call. So it's important that we hang on to that, so we can move on. And I hope that you're able to do that. Thanks for joining me today. I can't wait to bring you the next episode. We'll see you on the streets. Thanks for joining me. And as always, make good decisions. We'll see you next time.